Okay students, so through this I'll make you understand that how water is used by the plants and how it is important for the plants to grow in a proper manner and what are the different uses of the irrigation. Okay, so here if you see, this water is first used by the all living beings, isn't it? So here basically we consider as what the living being means, the plants. So plants, they take the water from the soil. Then why this water is necessary for the plants? For the proper growth, development of fruits, flowers and seeds of plants. Means if the plant is not watered, then you do not get the proper growth of the plant, you do not get the development of fruits, flowers and seeds of the plants. Okay, so this water which is taken by all living beings or by the plants is absorbed by the plant roots, and along with this water they also absorb what? Minerals and fertilizers, that is different manures, fertilizers and minerals which are in the soil. Those are also absorbed by the plants with the help of what? Water. Okay, so we have already seen that the 90% of water is used by the plants. The water is very essential factor for the plants to grow healthy, to grow and to develop the fruits and the flowers and the seeds. Okay, so basically this is a cycle of a water where the water is the only factor which allows the plants to grow in a proper manner. So let us see what happens if we do not water the plants. Okay, if you don't water the plants, then the germination means what? The seeds will grow under the dry condition. Dry condition means they will not get, if they won't get the proper water, then under the dry condition the germination does not takes place, means the plants do not grow under the dry condition. Then second, it protects from frost and hot air currents, means if we supply the water from time to time to the plants, then it protects them from frost and hot air currents. Means if the land is kept dry or if it is kept unwatered, then inside the soil the hot air currents flows, and this hot air currents are not useful for the plants, they are very harmful for the plants. And frost in the sense drought condition, so the drought condition is also experienced by the plants. Then the water, it maintains the moisture of the soil, means it keeps on maintaining the moisture of inside the soil. It never allows the soil to dry. But it is not necessary to keep on watering the plants. If we keep on watering the plants, then the seeds will flow along with the soil, it will flow along with the water, and it will not give you proper plant, or it will not grow the plant in a proper manner. So it is necessary to supply the water to crops at different intervals. Okay, so I have mentioned here that is different intervals. We need to supply water at the different intervals. Okay, so this time of frequency of irrigation varies from crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season. Means different, it is based on the different crops, that is what kind of crop is grown, the irrigation is based. Then it also differs from soil to soil, means different soils give different kind of plants, and for these different kind of plants we need to water in a different way. And similarly season to season. For example, in summer season you need to water the plants more, because in summer season the evaporation of water takes place very fast, and this will allow the soil to, for the decrease in the water, that is decrease of water in the soil takes place during the summer season. But during rainy season what happens? There is not much necessary to give or to keep on watering to the plants. So it also varies from season to season. So this is what a cycle of the water which is supplied to the plants and which helps the plants to grow and to germinate in a proper manner, and this will give you the healthy crops.